Hello viewer, this is Elimu TV where you watch and learn. My name is Salingware. I'll be taking you through English, but before that, I want you to talk to us. Our Facebook page is Elimu TV. Our Twitter handle is at ElimuTV_KE. Our SMS number is 40007 and our phone number is 0726 842 264. Again, our phone number is 0726 842644. Welcome. Now, today in our Form 1 lesson, I want us to talk about plurals in nouns. Previously, we have looked at what nouns are, and today I want us to look at how nouns exist in numbers and what plural forms we assign to them. Now, by the end of this lesson, learner, this is the objective that you should be able to supply appropriate plural forms of both regular and irregular nouns. Of course, as we continue, we shall look at what regular nouns are and what irregular nouns are. Now, earlier we said that nouns are naming words. We said that they name people, places, and items. When referring to one entity of a noun, they take the singular form. That is when you're referring to one entity. For example, when we talk about one bus, we talk about a bus in its singular form. When we talk about one bucket, the entity exists in its singular form. When we talk about a fly, we talk about one entity, and of course, it is in its singular form. And when we talk about a church, we are talking about one entity, therefore taking the singular form. Now, when referring to more than one entities, when referring to 2, 3, 4, or anything more than one, nouns take the plural forms. For example, when you're talking about more than one bus, we're talking about buses. When we talk about more than one bucket, we are talking about buckets. When we talk about more than one fly, we're talking about flies. And when we talk about more than one church, we're talking about churches. Learner, I want you to note that all these examples appearing on the slide, at the bottom part of this slide, are existing in their plural forms. We are saying that anytime that a noun exists in more than one, then it takes a plural form. Now, the first way that we form the plural forms of nouns is by adding the letter S. The first way that we turn singular nouns into plural forms is by adding letter S. Now, plural forms of most nouns are simply created by adding an S. Let's look at those examples. The singular form of the word cup takes an S to form cups. The singular entity of a car takes the part S and becomes cars. That's the plural form. When we talk about wall and we are talking about many walls, of course we add letter S to the word wall to form walls. When we're talking about carton, we add an S to form cartons. When we're talking about school learner, we add an S to form schools. Now, the plural column of that table shows us how nouns exist in their plural form. Let's look at another way of forming the plural forms of nouns. Learner, nouns ending with CH, X, S, SH, or any other S sound require ES for their plurals. What am I saying? We have the word church. When you want to form the plural form of the word church, we add ES. We have the word box. The last letter of the word is X. And when you want to form the plural form of the word box, we add es, and form boxes. When you're talking about class, the word is ending with an s. We add es to form the plural form of the word class. We have polish. When you're talking about many brands of polish, we have polishes. Don't confuse here. This can function both as a verb and as a noun, but you're talking about various types of maybe polishes. So we add the letters es to form the plural form. When we talk about fuse, we add es to form fuses. And the last example, when we're talking about kiss, of course, it's ending with an S sound. We add es to form the plural form kisses. Now, let's talk about another way of forming noun plurals. We are talking about letters that end with Y. Now, nouns ending with letter Y make their plurals by dropping the letter Y and adding IES. Lana, nouns ending with letter Y make their plurals by dropping Y letter and adding IES. Now let's look at these examples. We have the word penny. The final letter Y has been dropped to form pennies. We have the word spy. The last letter Y has been dropped to form spies. We have the word baby. The letter Y has been dropped to form babies. The word city, Y has been dropped to form cities. And the last word is daisy. The letter Y has been dropped and IES put in place to form the word daisies. Apart from that, learner, we have a group of nouns that do not follow those rules. Some words that we know of do not take S, they do not take ES, and do not drop letter Y and add IES to form their plural forms. Such words, learner, are known as irregular plural forms. Now, we are saying that some nouns take irregular forms. They are also called mutated plurals. For example, we have the word child. Now, if you added a letter S to the word child to form childs, that would be wrong. The way that we create plural forms from these nouns is not or does not follow the three maybe methods that we've looked at. Instead, the word child is added a suffix ren to form children, and that is the plural form of the word child. We have the word person. It changes to people. We have the word goose, and its plural form is geese. We have the word mouse, and the plural form of mouse is mice. We have man, and the plural form of that word is men. We have woman, and the plural form of that noun is women. We have the word ox, and the plural form of the word is oxen. Let's move on. Now, there are some words in English that are borrowed. They are not only borrowed from Latin or Greek, but right now we have English borrowing words even from Kiswahili. For example, the word sufuria has been incorporated into English. We have others like safari. It has also been incorporated into the English language. What you're saying is some words that have been borrowed from other languages such as Latin and Greek, they form their pronouns in a different way. Now, let's look at these examples. All the words in the singular column are borrowed words. They have been borrowed from either Latin or Greek. The word nucleus is a borrowed word, and the plural of this word is nuclei. We have the word focus, and the plural form is foci, and the second one is thesis. We have fungus, and the plural form of the word fungus is fungi. Now, we are saying that all those are borrowed words, and they take plural forms in the way that has been shown in column 2 of this table. Let's talk about nouns that have constant singular and plural forms. Some nouns have forms, they have the same forms in their singular and in their plural forms. For example, when you're talking about sheep, it's the same, whether in singular or in plural. Another word is fish. I don't think we have a word such as fishes. So whether singular or plural, the word is fish. We have the word deer. Of course, even it's in plural form, it's still deer. And we have species, which is also constant. In singular form, it's species, and in plural form, it's species. Now, we have exceptions. Some nouns take their plural forms and do not change. They have a plural form, but they take a singular verb. For example, we have the word news. You'll never find it in the singular form new. It's always news. We have athletics. You'll never find it in its singular form being athletic. We have linguistics, which exists as a plural form, and we have darts, which is some sort of a game, and it exists in its plural form. Now, let's have examples using those words. The news is at 9 p.m. I want you to note that the verb that has been used after the noun news is a singular verb. It's not the news are at 9 p.m. It is the news is at 9 p.m. Now, despite the noun existing in its plural form, it's taking a singular verb. Another example, athletics is compulsory in most schools. We are saying that the word athletics exists in its plural form but takes a singular verb is. Linguistics is the study of language. We have linguistics, a plural form of a noun, taking the verb is, which is a singular verb. We also have that is not popular in Kenya. We are not saying that darts are not popular in Kenya. We are saying that darts is not popular in Kenya. Next, we have some nouns have a fixed plural form and do not take singular forms. These take a plural verb. Previously, we have talked about nouns that take a singular verb, but these ones take a plural verb. Now, let's talk about the first word. It's trousers. We also have jeans, scissors, goods, congratulations, glasses. In this case, we are talking about spectacles, not those cultural items. We also have savings, we have stairs, and we have things. Now, these words learner do not exist in their singular form. We don't have trouser, we don't have jean, we don't have scissor, we don't have good unless you're using the word as an adjective. We don't have congratulation, we only have congratulations. We have glasses, we don't have thank, we have thanks. We also have stairs, we don't have stair, and we have savings, not saving, unless, of course, you're talking about a verb. Now, let's look at those examples in sentences. Number 1, her trousers are torn. Note that the plural form of the verb has been used with the plural form of the noun trousers, which you are saying exists like that. You never encounter trouser, it's always trousers. We also have congratulations are in order. I want you to note the use of the plural verb are. We also have her glasses are on the floor. And lastly, we have black jeans are trendy. It's not black jeans is trendy, it's black jeans are trendy. Now, for your assignment, learner, I want you to list at least 10 examples of nouns which take irregular plurals. List 10 examples of nouns which take irregular plurals. For example, we talked about borrowed words that take maybe child, we have children. Learner, list 10 examples of such. Now that marks our end of today's lesson. Remember to keep it Elimu TV where you watch and learn. Write to us. Our SMS number once again is 40007. Our Twitter handle is at Elimu_KE and our Facebook page is Elimu TV. Till next time, keep it Elimu TV. Thank you.